thrown in the deep end. 6 of Australia's fittest Ironmen pushed way out of their comfort zone on foreign soil, facing unknown challenges in America's most incredible places. Last time on Deep Water, at the Battle of Lake Tahoe, tempers flared.
You can kneel on subs.
No, you can't.
You can, mate.
And Ali came away with a controversial win.
I was contemplating whacking him with my paddle.
Today, our Ironmen take on kelp, cold water, and angry locals.
And I go, oh, don't jump on me, don't jump on me.
At the world's scariest big wave surf spot. There can only be one winner. Welcome to Deep Water. On the morning of their 7th Deepwater Challenge, our Ironmen have woken up in one of America's most iconic cities.
For me, I think San Francisco is a beautiful place. It reminds me a lot of Sydney. I knew it was going to be a great couple of days ahead of us.
It's a pretty famous city, and rolling in last night, you know, the bridge was all lit up. You know, it just sort of brings home that you're in America.
And just 45 minutes south of San Francisco Bay is a place world famous for raw ocean power.
Don't know what we're doing, but it's going to be super cold. We got told to pack 2 wetties. And
Jackets, jumpers, beanies.
It's probably not a good time. Hopefully it's not wearing 2 wetsuits at once.
When they pull into the marina at Half Moon Bay, the boys realise it can only mean one thing. Today's challenge will be at the big wave surfing spot, Mavericks.
When we got told this morning we're going to Mavericks, I thought immediately back to when I was like a kid. Just remember this big poster, and it had this big yellow writing down the bottom. They're saying Mavericks sort of thing, and that was on my wall for ages.
With waves the size of 10-story buildings, Mavericks is one of the heaviest big wave spots in the world. Top surfers have died out here, but it remains a mecca for big wave riders from around the world.
It's just the way it goes!
I was so excited, you know, like you hear about Mavericks, you watch documentaries, you watch the movie Chasing Mavericks. It's just a famous big wave break.
We weren't told what we were doing, who we were meeting. I remember pulling around the corner and I saw Jeff standing there, Jeff Clarke.
And Ky looked at me and goes, is that Jeff Clarke? And I was like, Jeff Clarke, like the Mavericks royalty, that guy who discovered Mavericks, and he's like, yeah, dude, I think that's him.
Hey, how you guys doing? Welcome to Mavericks, man.
Thank you. This is amazing.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Jeff Clarke was the first man to surf at Mavericks, aged just 17. For the next 15 years, he rode the giant wave solo because no one else dared to take off.
When a wave stands up, every line in the face of that wave means something.
I think the first time they got all 5 of us boys to actually shut up and listen to someone else was just listening to his stories.
And I hear this.
Because he's telling us about the first time anyone had ever surfed Mavericks.
Pretty radical.
These days in big wave surfing, a good jet ski operator is considered vital to survival. So our Ironmen are going to learn exactly what it takes to save lives at Mavericks from rescue expert Frank Curat.
We're going to show you a couple quick pickups the way we do it out at Mavs, you know, on a big day.
There's no surf at the moment, but it's sort of going to give us an insight as to how they keep the surfers safe out here, man, when it's about 50 foot. So huge respect to these guys for putting their bodies on the line like that. I'd love to know how to do it, but they're just about to show us.
it was good fun. It was sick. He was sort of like egging me on. He's like, hit me faster. I was like, all right. Banging in, and he's like, yeah, go, go, go. And I was like, ooh. We're really lucky we got a small insight and some pointers today on what we can do as far as safety goes if we're put in that situation.
Something we'll never get to do again. These guys are legends. Legends of the ocean.
The boys have had fun inside the harbour, but next they'll have to take on the treacherous open ocean.
There's rocks, there's water's cold, there's seaweed, there's currents, and then there's sharks.
At Half Moon Bay in California, our Ironmen have been learning the ropes of ocean rescue with legendary big wave surfers.
Getting to meet guys like Clarke, the pioneer of Mavericks surfing, that was something really special.
Their real test lies just offshore, at the feared open ocean reef break known as Mavericks.
It's not your average normal beach break. There's rocks, there's reef, there's seaweed, and then there's sharks.
With 6 challenges behind them, it's do or die. None of our Ironmen can afford to make a mistake.
Guys, this is your second last challenge for Deepwater USA. Your journey is coming to a close. This is the infamous Mavericks surf break, also known as Shark Alley.
You will first take on Shark Alley and Mushroom Rock right over the back here in a board ski iron race.
Current series leader Kendrick likes what he's hearing.
Coming into an Ironman race without a swim component, I think I had a bit of an advantage on Ky.
Then we'll race in a jet ski rescue retrieval time trial. Both times will be added together and we'll have our eventual winner for Deepwater USA Challenge 7 at Mavericks.
So boys, I hope you were listening to Frank and Jeff, the big wave rescue legends, because you'll need to be using the skills they've taught you in this challenge today.
Guys, what are you waiting for? Get on out there.
For the first stage of the challenge, the boys will start with a ski race through Shark Alley and around Mushroom Rock. They'll have to avoid getting stuck in a kelp bed on the way. After a short sprint, they'll repeat the course on paddleboards. Every second will be precious if any of our competitors want to dislodge Kendrick from the top of the Deepwater leaderboard. That's exactly what second place Ky Hurst has in mind.
Yeah, I'd love to win it. Absolutely, I'd love to win Deepwater because this whole series and this whole concept is just insane. It's so cool.
After a strong start to the series, Kendrick's recent form has been slipping.
I think after I shaved my beard, I started going downhill. It's all about being consistent, and you see Ky, he's just ever so consistent.
But don't discount third place Alley Day either.
Hopefully I can come out and have a really good race and stay focused. The result will take care of itself, really.
Okay, no creeping, boys. Set. Go.
So I'm paddling away and there was so much weed around. It was just epic. I've never paddled through so much weed in my whole entire life. You know, our skis, they're super slick, super smooth, but right at the end, there's a rudder. So I'm paddling away, and then you'll go, boom, you know, and then you paddle again and you go, boom, and you just kept hitting weed.
It was just a full grind, basically, and you had to grind through the seaweed, and we all sort of bunched up around the rocks.
And it's here that the boys find out not all Mavericks locals are friendly.
We've got a few little backwashes off the rock, and there was this huge seal sitting on the rock, and I was coming straight at him. And I go, oh, don't jump on me, don't jump on me. And he just goes, it's just bang, like right next to me. And this thing would have weighed close to a ton, I reckon. Like, it was huge. Then Ali turned around and goes,
oh my God, just quickly.
I was freaking out because I'm like, he's not going to pick the fast guy at the front. He's going to go for the slow guy at the back. He's going to take me for sure. I was like, this is it. That would have been scary if he wanted to start playing with us. He would have snapped our skis quite easily.
Kendrick and Ali pulled away a little bit, and coming in on the ski, we all separated, going different sides of the kelp.
We all got a wave and we all pretty much sort of hit the beach not too far apart.
Yeah, Ken, good job, mate. Well done.
Well done, boys.
So I saw that Mushroom Rock was a fair bit up the beach. I picked up my board and Ali did. I kind of just shoulder barged him and knocked him down the beach.
Poole grabbed me and goes, mate, run down the beach, and we'll skip this kelp, the seaweed, and get more a direct line to where we had to go.
So I thought it'll give us every opportunity to turn that rock and steal the win.
But with thick kelp, angry seals, and other potential hazards, in this challenge, anything could happen. At the legendary surf spot Mavericks, our Ironmen are about to brave the infamous Shark Alley again. This time on paddleboards. Hoping to catch up, Poole persuades his mates Ali and Bevy to take a new route around the kelp bed.
We all just sort of filed in one after another and just took that shorter line out to the buoy.
I kind of like the way Poole races. Sometimes he gambles a lot with what he thinks and he just goes and does it. And I really like that in athletes because they're backing themselves and just having a crack.
I think it paid off because we ended up getting to that Mushroom Rock, the turning buoy, at the exact same time as Ky and Kendrick. We hit that point together and from there it was just a race to the shoreline.
Water's cold, and there's wind, like, it's scary.
Ali's on the right-hand side. Poole's now going across with him.
Ali and Poole, I went the other side of the weed this time and they went the other side.
Ali was just flying. I was just trying to stay as close to Ali as possible.
Oh, here comes Poole on a big run.
Right on the shoreline, I ended up getting this little runner that took me all the way to the beach. So I actually stood up first and was running up the beach and just hoping that I could get past Ali.
I noticed that someone was, like, literally right on my hammer. I looked around and Poole was, like, pretty much a metre or so behind me. I was like, geez, I better get a move on here.
Time trial.
Poole. Catch.
Well done, boys, well done.
I did sprint to the finish. I knew it was a time trial, and yeah, it was a tough race that Ironman.
Boys.
Well done, boys. Good job. Great job.
Next, our Ironmen must draw on their earlier training from the big wave legends and swim to a jet ski, perform a rescue, then swim back to the beach. Their times will be added to their Ironman race time to determine the winner of Challenge 7. Ky's hoping he can claw back some ground on series leader Kendrick.
From day dot, I've always said that I wanted to win deep water. I've looked at it. Mathematically, there's still a way to win, but Kendrick's been so strong.
And after coming third in the first Ironman leg, Kendrick's not going to leave anything to chance this time.
I just thought that I've got to try and make up any ground I can.
For Sydney-based Ironman Kendrick Louis, coming first has always mattered.
I'm a very competitive person. I was born with it. I used to race my brothers to the front seat of the car. I guess I'll never lose it.
In the heat of battle, his passion for winning has created some strong rivalries. In last season's deep water, he clashed with Ky Hurst.
You know, I called Ky out one race, the first race, for cheating. You missed a can, mate.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
And he didn't even cheat, but I like to stir the pot a little bit. You know, Ky was a bit filthy at that at first, but, you know, I apologised to him, and from then on, we've been great mates.
Mates maybe, but now Ky's breathing down his neck for the deep water title. Kendrick's only got one thing on his mind.
I'm one of those guys who, whoever I look up to, I want to beat him. I want to be better than him. And Ky's definitely one of those guys I've got so much respect for. But when I'm on the line, I want to beat him.
Set, go.
It was one of those things where you can't make up too much time on the jet ski if you're going too quick. It's going to be all about doing the life jacket right, doing the pickup right.
After the pickup, he's still got to secure the ski back to the buoy.
I stopped and my jet ski floated a little bit and I had to sort of swim it back to the buoy.
This is where you can lose or gain a lot of time. I don't think he'll be too happy about that.
So I knew I wasn't going to be the quickest, but I thought if I could save any time, wherever's possible, I just went for it. I didn't even take my fins off at the end. I just ran up to the finish line with my fins on.
Good work, Ken.
Stop.
My time might not have been that quick, but, you know, we'll soon see what the other boys do.
Well, now it's Ky's turn.
Set.
I've used jet skis for quite a while.
Go.
The Willie's confidence pay off. At Mavericks in California, the final leg of today's double challenge is underway. Series leader Kendrick has already clocked his time on the jet ski.
Stop.
Now, it's the turn of his closest rival, Ky Hurst.
Go.
It's really cool to be in those situations where you got to slow down a little bit. You got to take a step back, doing it all correctly without rushing and panicking.
But he'd better hurry, because Ky has to complete this jet ski challenge 14 seconds quicker than Kendrick to beat him today.
I really just try to minimise my mistakes, and I think it paid.
Stop, set, go.
Now it's Matt Poole's turn. He did well in the Ironman event. Will he be able to keep his form on the ski?
I had a shocker in the swim right from the start. I ended up making a mistake and I swam off course.
It's going the wrong way.
It's easy to get a little bit lost out at sea. These little things can cost you seconds in the big scheme of things.
Go.
There have been some fast performances so far on the jet skis. So Ali Day needs to focus if he's going to capitalise on his Stage 1 win.
I sat down and put my life jacket on, but my life jacket was over the top of my flipper belt, and you're trying to do everything kind of at once. You know, I lost a few seconds there. Gunned it on the jet ski, picked up my patient, came back in, and probably didn't go hard enough coming into the can. I sort of didn't have it on full throttle. I just tried to, I guess, take my time. Probably should have gone a lot faster than what I did.
Stop, go.
Finally, it's rookie Bevy's turn. Can he come from behind to take a victory?
I took ages getting my fins off. Running up the beach, I forgot to touch the log, which was, you know, at the time, endo.
Log, touch the log, stop.
It's those little things you sort of look back on, you're like, oh, why didn't I fix that up? But, oh, well, that's life.
None of the Ironmen know their overall times, but they're about to find out.
In 5th place today, it always pays to be fast at 2 parts of the challenge. Just because you're the fastest at the end doesn't mean you're the fastest overall. Ali Day, you finished 5th today. In 4th place was maybe to a little bit of inexperience. Bevy, you finished 4th today by 1 second to 3rd.
You know, I just got to sit back and not get too disappointed because they're the 4 best athletes in the country.
And the person in 3rd place is Kendrick. So naturally, that leaves us with Ky and Poole. Poole, do you think you were the fastest on the ski?
I felt pretty good on the jet ski and in terms of hooking it back up and getting the life jacket on and off. So I was pretty happy with the time there. And then with the board ski Ironman, it was pretty fast, and it definitely got faster when that big bull seal came at us.
The winner to Challenge 7 of Deepwater USA Rescue and Retrieval is Ky. And obviously, Matt, that leaves you in second place.
Ky's victory today pushes him only a few points away from his rival at the top, Kendrick. With one event left, it looks like most of the others have left their run for the deep water crown a little late. But there's a twist coming that could change everything.
There is one more thing I need to tell you. The last challenge for Deep Water USA is going to be double points. And it is going to be the most spectacular and largest thing you have done.
The butterflies definitely started going when Courtney mentioned this last challenge.
I think we've always been serious in all 7 challenges, but the 8th final episode and everyone will be going for it, that's for sure.
So go and rest up because you're going to need it.
Next time, under one of America's most iconic landmarks. It's the last and most grueling challenge of the series.
So if this last challenge is tougher than the last 7, we're all in for hell.
And with the most punishing challenge of the series, there's no telling who will clinch the deep water title in the USA.
Breaker, breaker, this is Baby Maker.
Ali's a baby maker.
You're talking smack. Get off my radio.